Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gary Holt from Exodus and formerly from Slayer, and you're listening to The Razor's Edge.
Hi, it's Kat from The Razor's Edge, and I'm here with Dan from Clutch today. How are you, Dan?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
A lot of fans really delighted to see you here. There's been a lot of talk for years about you guys coming and playing. What took so long?
I don't know, I think it was more of a schedule thing than anything else. But yeah, glad to finally be here.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of excitement around you playing tonight. I think you're one of those bands that people may not necessarily think you're a Bloodstock band, but there's a lot of your fan base here that kind of stretch genres, as it were. Listen to different types of hard rock, heavy metal.
Yeah, sure.
So, 33 years into a very long and varied career, you're having to stay relevant and bring new albums out all the time. How do you guys find that?
Staying relevant?
Yeah, well, and bringing new stuff out and kind of go. 33 years is a really long time in this business, isn't it? Really long.
It is. And I think that, if we were doing it in a very conventional way, it would be a lot more challenging than it is. But, ever since we started acting in more of an independent frame of mind, it's creating our own record label and just kind of putting as many aspects of our career in our own hands as we possibly could. Just made it a lot easier for us.
So I suppose having that autonomy is really important to you.
It is. And it was something that was, I think, maybe easier for us to do after, being in the traditional sense of the terms of being in a band and dealing with record labels for 15 years, and then trying to go independent as opposed to starting out as an independent entity right from the get-go. I think that made it easier for us. Just learning how to do things on your own over the years is it's been a challenge, but it's definitely given us a lot more freedom to kind of schedule things the way we want to and work on our own timeline, and just kind of frees you up to really focus on the important thing of being in a band. And that's
definitely less politics, I suppose.
Exactly, yeah. So, we're really fortunate in that way. And, we don't do anything purposefully to try to stay relevant. It's a mystery to us that we're relevant at all. We just do what we like to do.
Yeah, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
And, not to cart back to those COVID times, but I think you guys doing the performances that everyone could kind of watch from home and feel like they were still getting involved with what you were doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's really important.
That was just as important to us as it was to, our fans that followed us on that weird journey. But yeah, that kept our sanity intact. Gave us an opportunity to do, what we really enjoy doing, and that's playing for an audience.
Definitely. So 13th studio album, Sunrise, has been out now. Is it time to start thinking about some new material? Is there anything you can tell us about what's going on with that?
Yeah, sure. We've been pretty busy this year getting together when we're not touring, getting together and just kicking ideas around. And we have a nice setup at home to where we are basically rehearsing, or not, I shouldn't say rehearse because we don't rehearse, but jamming in a studio setting so that whenever we're together and one of us comes up with an idea that we like, we can record it immediately. And so we just kind of are constantly creating this bank of ideas, and we don't dwell on it as it happens. When something comes up that seems worthy of documenting, we record it, and then we forget it, move on to something new, and then after a month or so, having collected these ideas, we'll start going through them. And we've been doing that since the beginning of this year. And I would say we have at least half of an album's worth of solid ideas, and probably more than that. But yeah, I'm excited about it. You know, the stuff that we're cooking up right now, I think is really good. And the plan, if all goes well, is to record something album-wise, if not the end of this year, then early next year.
Brilliant, because lots of fans, when you play over here at Christmas, everybody calls it Clutchmas, and people like those dates around December coming to see you, and it feels like a real party time.
Yeah.
We're hopeful that you're going to be coming back next year, maybe, for those again.
I hope so. Yeah. I'd have to look at the books, because off the top of my head, I can't really say yes or no about what is happening then. But yeah, it's kind of a tug and pull for us. We tour so much. It seems like we tour so much. We actually, don't probably tour as much as it looks like on paper, but it's hard to balance, spending time at home. We all have families, and going to where you want to go on the road. But that time in particular is it's a challenge, because it's always a good time to be on the road, but it's also an important time to be at home.
Definitely, yeah. So what can we expect from the set today? We're going to have some fan favourites, maybe some older numbers?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, I'm looking at the set list right now, and it is an even mix of old and probably leaning more towards old than new. Now that I look at it.
Yeah, I'm looking now. I'm excited.
Yeah.
My favourites on there?
Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah. I mean, I think there's a little bit of something for everybody on that list.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So when you do tour, you're known for having eclectic support. You bring out different types of bands. Is there anybody you guys are listening to at the moment that you're thinking, actually, I'd really like to tour with them?
I can't think of anybody off the top of my head right now.
You've had like Lion Eyes,
Yeah.
You've had people like Jim touring
Bob.
with you.
Yeah.
We've seen Green Lung. We've seen a lot of different bands supporting though.
Yeah.
And it's always nice that you bring out somebody fresh and somebody that's a little bit left field sometimes, maybe.
Yeah.
And that gives them an opportunity.
Yeah. Now on this run, we're doing a couple of shows on our own, and we have Green Lung opening for us on those dates. I like those guys.
Yeah.
Not exactly a new band,
No.
but good nonetheless.
Absolutely. Well, I know your time's really precious. You're going to be on a bit later, so thank you very much for talking to us today, Dan. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you keep up to date with future episodes by subscribing to our channels. For more information on this podcast, or for all the latest music news, reviews, interviews and more, head over to our website, www.therazorsedge.rocks.